Thank you a lot. Thank you a lot, Ken. So on the metrics and from bigger picture a little bit, so all these transformations clearly will affect competition, will affect the market share of the firms. So I have a question from Golo saying, basically, what is the impact of subscription model on market share of firms?
Well, so when companies say, gosh, do I move into the subscription model or not? Does it make sense for me to take $1 over time where I can take $5 up front? What they're missing is a couple things, right? They're missing the industry dynamics. The honesty is once customers try a subscription service, it's hard for them to go back, right? Once customers taste what it's like to use a SaaS application like Salesforce, they weren't going to go back to Siebel. And that's why it takes over 5, 6, 7, 10 years, but the whole industry eventually shifts to this model because more and more companies will taste what it's like to try a subscription service. Once you taste what Uber is like, the need to have a car simply starts to shrink, right? Once you get on Apple Music and you can listen to any music that you want, why would you go ahead and go back to a model of saying, forget it, I'm going to go buy songs individually one at a time, right? And so the industry starts to shift. The more and more of these services are available, and we can all feel in our personal lives, right, in the services that we use. And so the industry dynamic is going to push every single industry in that environment. The question really is it going to be a new company that finds a way to disrupt the industry, right, or another entrant in an adjacent industry, because the industries are all starting to collapse, and you look at what Amazon is doing, right, or will companies do it on their own, right? And the second thing I would say is the basis of competitive advantage. If your competitive advantage used to be the innovation of the product, that's fairly easy to copy. Yes, you can patent some aspects of it, but your competitor can buy your product, look at it, take it apart, reverse engineer it, and find some way of designing it, right, that doesn't violate any patents, right? Chances are. But when your competitive advantage is the data that you have about your customers and the usage patterns that they have and the data that you collected, that's something these other companies just don't have. And so if your competitive advantage is based on that, that's much, much harder to reproduce. And that's what companies are realizing, right? The relationship we have with our subscribers, the data that we have our subscribers, and then architecting our business model to be around that, that really is what creates sustainable competitive advantage going forward in today's world, right? And that's a big, big, big lesson of this digital transformation economy.